Hey guys, alright, we're going to do one more little page here. Well, actually, there's still a couple after this, but still. So this is Buttons asleep again, which he does quite often. So that's going to go on our page, but at first we are going to, you know what, I should rub that off. Had some brown on it, but we're going to use this Distress ink and black soot and this cute little paw thing here, stencil by Scrapbook.com. So we're just going to rub all over. I don't know if this is the ink that we really want to use or not. We'll see how it goes, but for now it is. Let's lift it up and see. Okay, pretty good coverage. Not horrible. I mean, I don't want it to be like overkill, but it'll be okay. Alright, so after I left the funeral, picking up where I left off in the, not the last video, the one before that, could almost get ink off of here and like put it in here. So the day before, my crown had come off. So the crown that I literally like just paid $600 for, and that is with dental insurance. My gosh. So anyway, I was kind of freaking out. Like, that was the permanent one. I've had the temporary come off a couple times. It was not a big deal. But when my permanent one comes off, I'm a little freaked out. However, it was kind of my fault. I was eating taffy. You guys know I love taffy. And I know I shouldn't do that. But I also feel like it should not come off. But I'll try to be careful. But I do love my taffy. But anyway, so let's take a peek. Not bad. And so anyway, so after I left the funeral that day, then I drove, which was only like another 15 minutes down the road or something. I ran over to my dentist, and luckily he was there because he has several different offices and things, and a couple different locations, and so I was hoping it was one of his days, but and it was. So anyway, it was the day of also the new president, so we were both excited about that, and excited for our last one to say bye-bye, and I won't get political on here, but we were not, I was not happy, I'll just say, with him at all. But anyway, so I really probably wouldn't even have to do this part because the picture is going to cover it up to a point. So, but I can't really tell exactly where it's going to go right this second, so we're just going to go ahead and hit them all. So anyway, so we discussed that a little bit. We always, he's such a good little guy. I love him. So he put my tooth back on, but part of it had like broken off. So it was broken before, and like normally you're supposed to get your crown before your tooth becomes brittle and breaks, I guess, right? So, but I didn't, and mine broke, and so, but he was still able to get the first crown on, and then, so with this one, let me get some of that ink off of there. I feel like it's such a waste of ink that I can just pick this up. I'm telling you, look at that. It's just like it's cleaning it up. So anyway, he was a little, I could tell he was like concerned, which, you know, freaks me out. And because I don't like the dentist anyway, but I do love him. So I was like, are you sure it's going to hold on? Because it is broken even more. And, you know, he's like, well, we're going to think positive and blah, blah, blah. And I put a little piece of washi tape on there. I have to lift that off a little bit. And I don't think it will. It may last a while, but it's not going to last. I just feel it. So, but I think it was kind of hitting on my other tooth on the bottom. It was just like, so I thought he was going to adjust it, but what he ended up doing was adjusting. He like literally got out his torture tools, I call them, and was grinding or whatever on my bottom jaw tooth. And like, I'm like, that tooth's never done anything to hurt you. Why are you bothering that tooth? And because he said I don't know, I guess he couldn't adjust the crown or something, but so he could take away some of that tooth so it would like hit evenly, which sounds fine until a day later, because I didn't know it like hurt or anything. Well, I mean, it hurt when he was doing his thing, but I didn't know it was like going to be painful. Because he told me, you know, like, don't chew on it for 24 hours and that kind of thing. And when it came off, like, I put it in a baggie, like I'm handing it to him. I feel like it's like the tooth fairy. Got my tooth, here it is. But anyway, I'm glad I didn't have that expense that day either. I was so worried he was going to say I had to go to the oral surgeon to have it, like, cut out, because he couldn't even pull it at that point or anything. And you don't want to lose a tooth, but I could get like an implant, I guess. Or I've had so much trouble out of that tooth. Like, I started off with a cavity, and then I went to a root canal, and then I had to have the crown, and now it's half broken, and I don't know. And now he's messed up the bottom one. So, but anyway, and so now it hurts. It's a super, super sensitive if I have anything hot or cold. And it's, this is going to be a bear to clean. Just thinking out loud. But anyway, so I think, yeah, I don't have to do these. I'm running out of paper. So it is, I feel like it's sort of like he took away the safety part of the tooth, if that makes sense, whatever it's called. I'm not a dental expert, so I don't know, but, and now it's like hurting. And it also, I think I feel like a little crack or something with my tongue. And so, but I cannot take off work again because I just took off to go to the funeral, and I don't know, I feel like with COVID and things like that, you should save your days in case whatever. And I don't want to take off again. And so I'm going to try to wait until I have my cleaning scheduled sometime towards, I believe it's the end of February. So, maybe it can last that long, maybe not. We'll see. If not, I guess I'll just take off and go, but I just don't want to. Okay. If I get some of that black off my hand. Alright. So, is this paper not fabulous for the theme that I'm doing, right? His name is Buttons, her name. And you guys know the story. I thought he was a boy, and it's like etched in my brain forever, and then he turns out to be a girl, and he's always going to be a boy to me now. But anyway, so I used this washi tape, and I just put a strip of that across, and I'm like, the page with buttons, it says it all. And I think this is I believe it's a Tim Holtz page. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it says. No. Oh well. So, alright, let's just fill this out a bit. So, I kind of think that kitty's kind of cute. I want to kind of add him, but we could or we don't have to. I'm not sure. I want to use, this is the page that I did not cut. Let me cut this real quick. This is one of the kitty pages. I want that second sticker. I cut most of them, putting them in piles of kind of their color families, I guess. And I feel like I work better that way. But I got a phone call, and so I quit. And although this would be nice to do while you're on the phone, I guess. Okay. So I want to use this up there. Okay. I feel like it needs a little something else, though. I did have some paws out somewhere. Here they are. These to use. Like maybe 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and maybe not that cat and 2 there. I think that's what I'll do. You guys did tell me these are dog paws, but that I could use that and it would be okay. So it better be okay, y'all. All right. So I'm just going to put that there. I'll tilt that, do that, 2 paws in the corner, and call it good. Okay. So now we have our plan. Anyway. So do you guys have those horrible dental experiences? And I love to go just to talk to him. He is the best thing. But, you know, he's always wanting me to say I'm happy to see him. I'm like, you know, I cannot say that because you torture me so. But I don't mind going to see him, like, for cleaning. That's not so horrible, but I just truly, truly hope I don't have to end up at the oral surgeon to take care of it in the end. And I'm afraid, kind of afraid I will. Been there before. It's okay, but I mean, it's been a long time, and things have changed. COVID is here. That was actually, and he's a germaphobe too, so we have that in common. And I don't think he was very happy that I actually came after I had been to the funeral that day, to be honest. But I feel like this should go up here to center with that, but it's not going to, so. But anyway, I did tell him that I had been careful and I had worn my mask and shield and things at all times. And I also told the funeral guys that I said nobody gets in without a mask. Nobody. Which should be their policy anyway, you know. Really should. I don't understand why it's not. But, and it probably is, honestly, but they just nowhere seems to enforce it around here. But anyway, he said, well, what if, you know, somebody comes with and says, like, they have a medical condition or whatever. And I said, again, nobody comes in without a mask. And he's like, well, can I come get you and you will explain that to them? I said, yes, I sure will. And I told him that I brought, like, extra new shields as well. If, you know, if somebody had, if it wasn't just, you know, Joe Redneck saying, oh, I'm not wearing a mask, because that's not happening. But if it was somebody with a legitimate, you know, medical problem or whatever, and they wanted to come to the funeral, then that's, I would work with that and, you know, give them a shield or something. And, but anyway, luckily everybody was masked up. The only little bump I guess we had was this little elderly man was talking to his 97-year-old aunt, and she could not hear him, so he proceeded to, I was like in the back, I could see this all unfolding. I'm like, no. He took off his mask and to like yell at her. And I understand, like, I get it, but I didn't like it. And by the time I got up there, he was already gone and all that. But, so I think that looks pretty cute. I could have got these a little bit. These are actually stuck pretty well, shockingly. I wanted to off-center these just a bit more, but I think it looks pretty cute. So, life is better with a cat. I totally agree. And a dog. Gotta have some dogs in there, people. But anyway, so, but I was pleased that everybody at least kept their mask on there. I don't know if we are all safe, even now. I feel like it has not been long enough after the thing to, you know, to really know. But, and then I had to go to the dentist and have my mask off there with those people, which does not thrill me either. So, there you go. But what are you going to do? So, hopefully, no more funerals for me forever. No, it's not forever, but you know what I'm saying. During COVID times, anyway. Too nerve-wracking for me. But anyway, guys, alright, thanks for hanging out with me for this buttons page, and stay tuned for more. Talk to you later, y'all. Bye.